State of Tennessee versus Megan Boswell, 72869. If we could get her in courthouse video. With Teresa Nelson and Barry Stalvis for the state, and Brad Sproles for the defense. All right, Ms. Boswell's before the court. I think today was set for an announcement. One, to see how the discovery process was going, and two, to take up whether the state was going to seek the death penalty.
Your Honor, as discovery has been our main focus and been very voluminous, but we've turned over that to Mr. Sproles earlier this week. There's still a little bit left, but the vast majority of it has been now turned over to Mr. Sproles. And as far as the enhanced punishment, I would ask the court, because our focus has been on collecting the discovery, getting defense, that we have another final announcement date on the enhanced punishment.
Well, I'll also note that, for the record, that the COVID-19 numbers are really going crazy here in this county. Has that inhibited you from being able to
that has slowed down a lot
make
of
the
our
decision?
Visiting, having sit-down conversations with individuals has been limited. We've tried to limit it because of the numbers in our office. We still do see people, but it's we've curtailed that, and this is one of those things where we need to have a conversation, and it needs to be in person. So it'd be much preferred to maybe if we could roll this over until late January or February, unless Mr. Sproles has any objection.
No, Judge, we don't have any objection to that, and I concur. We've been focused on the discovery, and just having it for a few days, I can see how much it is, and I'm sure that they work diligently on it. So I don't have any objection at all to that, Judge.
All right, how about January 22nd?
Judge, we might, if you want to consolidate things, we had filed a motion for a change of venue, and we're still working on compiling all of the affidavits to support that motion. We may need a little bit more time than January before we're ready to go on that end, but of course, if you want to come just for the announcement purposes, however you want to handle it, Judge.
You think you could be ready by February 19th?
Mr. Sproles, we have a murder trial set the week after.
We do, don't we?
Because that's in Judge Rogers' court.
And Judge, if you want to use the January date just for the purposes of the announcement for the enhanced punishment, I can sort of let the court know where we are there in January.
All right. January 22nd.
That's fine, Your Honor. Would that be at 9 o'clock?
At 9 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, we had to move it. It was originally scheduled for 9 o'clock today. We had to move it because I'm currently without a courtroom. I'm having to borrow other judges' courtrooms. All right. And on that date, we'll have the state announce their intentions as far as enhanced punishment, and we'll have the defense announce the timing that you might need to go forward on your motion for change of venue.
Yes, Your Honor. And we had another motion as well regarding bill of particulars, but it may be resolved when I review the discovery.
Yep.
So
I don't think that's ripe yet
I agree.
until you get through that.
If the court could address one issue, based on prior order of the court, some of the documents, including the autopsy, were sealed.
I think that was at the request of the parties.
It was agreement, Judge. Am I free to provide Ms. Boswell with a copy of that? Or how do you want me to handle that, Judge?
We don't have any objection.
I'm going to leave that up to you. I'll leave that up to you.
I mean, I feel like she ought to have one, but I just didn't want to go against the court's order.
No, I mean, I'm sure you got it in discovery, and if you're going to give discovery materials to your client, I don't have a problem with
Okay, all right. Thank you, Judge.
it. Anything else we need to take up today on Ms. Boswell's case?
Not for the state, Your Honor.
No,
Mr. Sproles?
Judge.
All right, January 22nd at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's all for today. Thank you, Ms. Boswell.
Thank you.
Well, let's see.